When it comes to living with our neighbor, our country seems to be having a hard time right now. In a recent poll, people were asked to describe in one word their perception of politics and its effect on our culture. Divisive was the number one answer, following closely behind messy, bad, chaotic. When asked how you feel about this political season, the number one answer, exhausted. The second, angry. The mood in our country is tense. People are anxious. People are skeptical. Someone said it doesn't matter who is elected the president. Half the country will be happy and the other half will be angry. Yet we are those who promise to seek and serve Christ in all persons, loving our neighbor as ourselves. This video message is an invitation to join us, your diocesan staff, for a 6-week video reflection series entitled Project Neighbors, Finding One Another Again. We've actually been talking about this idea since early August. What message we as your staff might offer to our diocese in this noisy cacophony? How might we help people to be still and listen for what most matters to us? How do we recapture the ethic, love your neighbor? How do we engender hope in tense times? What we will offer you in this series are not political statements, institutional positions, or sociological observations. It's not to analyze, scrutinize, criticize, or finalize. Rather, we believe that the place to focus our attention is our own hearts. The London Times once sent out a question to theologians, politicians, and philosophers, asking for responses to the question, what is wrong with the world? For most people, they receive pages and pages of essays and answers. But G.K. Chesterton, a Christian apologist and writer, who also created the character Father Brown that some of you may know from the PBS show, he sent back one very short response. Dear sirs, what's wrong with the world? I am. Sincerely, G.K. Chesterton. The truth is we're all a mess. So this chorus is a path into our hearts to remember who we are as the people of God and to remember God's call to us to love our neighbor. We're going to try to do so by offering 5 values that we believe will help us find our way back to one another as neighbors. They are biblical themes: hospitality, sacrifice, gratitude, compassion, and peace. We will share our stories and vulnerabilities. We will wonder and ponder with you how each of these values can help us remember what we can so often forget, that we are the citizens of God's kingdom, sons and daughters. We need each other. These 5 values are not meant to be definitive or exhaustive, so you might make your own list of values that might guide your way during this season. Each week, beginning on Tuesday, October 8th, we will upload a video and a study guide with scripture verses, reflection questions, and a prayer. You may choose to follow along as part of your daily prayers, around the table with a few friends, or maybe connect by Zoom with your family or gather with a small group at your church. Each week, a video is available. Members of our staff will also host an online conversation for further dialogue and so that we can hear your ideas and learn with you. And while this series comes to you as our election approaches, it really is a series that does not carry an expiration date. Friends and neighbors, this series is a gift to you, offer you time and space to remember what is most important to God, that we love our neighbor. We offer it to you, invite you to go on this journey with us towards a more hopeful horizon. And above all, may the peace of God, which passes all understanding, be with you this day, every day, and forever.